So today we're here to talk about LinkedIn mastery. How do we unlock the secrets to attracting six-figure clients organically, all through the power of LinkedIn? Woo!
I mean, this is all the things that we're actually currently doing, not only for ourselves, but for all of our elite clients around the globe. So like we're really kind of opening up a lot of those things and sharing today what we're doing and how we're leveraging LinkedIn actually, right? Not just, mythically like what we might be doing or what you could be doing, but actually what we're doing every single day.
So here's why you should pay attention for the next hour or so. There are only two things standing in your way between where you are and attracting six-figure clients on LinkedIn. What are the two things, Josh?
I mean, look, it starts off with knowledge, right? You got to be able to have the knowledge that you need. And then once you have that knowledge, you got to take action, right? I mean, that's the biggest thing I see everyone continue to be able to do. You show up to webinars and you go through or you look on Google. And I mean, like, look, there's a lot of knowledge to be able to get there, but you've got to be able to take that action.
So we're going to be able to provide you the knowledge and the action today, which is exciting. So our goal for today's webinar is to teach you the exact process that we're using to land six-figure clients organically. We're not spending money on ads. We're doing this real organic social media. And most importantly,
I mean, I'm not going to teach you how to spam or really have to sell, right? I mean, like, I don't want y'all to be those people that are just, we all get the messages, right? That are just pitching time and time again on LinkedIn. That's on us. We're not going to teach you quote unquote lead generation on how to spam people. We're going to teach you how to be able to really build real relationships, real opportunity, create conversation.
And most importantly, this is about you. We want to give you permission to go all in on you because you can attract six-figure clients. You can be an authority. You deserve to have your voice heard. You deserve to be seen. And we're giving you the permission, the knowledge, and the capability to start doing that today.
I mean, if you guys have ever heard me say it before, you can't forget the you in human. And that's what LinkedIn's all about, that human essence. And that's what we stand for here at Stand On Authority.
So whether you want to make another maybe $5,000 a month, that sounds pretty good to me. We got a baby on the way.
You guys can't see.
We can't see, or even $100,000 more a month.
These are the opportunities that are on LinkedIn. And this process that we're going to share with y'all today is exactly how y'all are going to get there.
Kind of like our client, JT Fox.
Yeah. Anyone know JT? He's been around for a long time. I know we've got a lot of followers that kind of go in there. I mean, I'm really blessed to be able to have him as, one of our clients, to be able to actually show him the opportunity and the power that he had never leveraged on LinkedIn.
JT is an 8-9-figure business entrepreneur. He is really around from Sylvester Stallone to Jillian Michaels. And he has a founders group that he came to us and he said he really wants to find the right people and bring them into his founders group. And what we were able to do is showcase his brand, use a LinkedIn event strategy, which costs $0. But every person that registered for today, we get your emails, right? We get the opportunity to engage with you. So we did that with JT. We did it twice within 2-3 months. And he actually got 3 new members right in that time frame within a month or two, which was an additional $15,000. That's what we're talking about here, right? That's an additional money in your pocket. And that's what we deliver. And that's what we're going to teach you here today.
Yeah, we're not here to be able to show you how to be able to sell, $10 items, being able to go through. I mean, most of our clients have their products or services ranging from $5,000 to $50,000. And these are the strategies we use every single day.
Exactly.
So let's check in, right?
Check in.
How's everyone doing?
We're seeing good chatter. See people telling us, where they're in from across the globe.
Saw Africa.
Ooh.
See Canada.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So are you actually ready to make a change?
Who's ready?
Who's ready? Are you tired of sitting on your butt and not being on LinkedIn and using all the excuses
Well, they
and
might
wasting
be on
your time?
LinkedIn, but
most likely they're not mastering it and they're definitely not doing it the way we do it at Stand On
give me a
Authority.
heck yeah. Well, that's I said hell in the beginning, but I'm bringing it back to my dad, words and really go, there we go, Monica, heck yeah.
Monica says, heck yeah, yeah. Okay. And more than anything, are you sure you're ready to go all in on you? Are you ready to go all in?
I mean, this is what it's all about, y'all. I mean, again, when we go through our products and our strategies on how we actually work with people, it's not about your company. It's not about all the services. It's really about being able to have that human connection, right? To be able to draw the people in and to be bet not only for yourself to bet on yourself, but for everyone else to be able to bet on you as well. Because human beings connect and buy from other human beings. And that's what LinkedIn's all about.
Amazing. Damon's ready. Gaurav is ready. Muthana's ready. Amazing. Amazing. So if you're here with us today, you might be an entrepreneur. Maybe you've been an entrepreneur for 2 decades, like Josh, or maybe you've been an entrepreneur just for a little over 2 years, like me. Maybe you're a business owner. Maybe you're an executive coach or a communication expert. You're a marketing consultant, an author, a business coach. this is what we can help you provide the 6-figure opportunities, 5-6-figure opportunities for your business. Talking to you, business professional.
I want you all to be able to see, like, we're not talking like, oh, this is specifically for the financial vertical or for this vertical. Our clients have been across all verticals because we're not talking about those specific things. We're talking about how to be able to actually use the human element to be able to engage that stands the test of time. So it works for everyone as long as you're a human being. And I have to believe most of the people on here, we're sitting there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let us know if sounds any bit familiar for you. Maybe you've been somebody said they haven't really been on social media for 10 years. So
10 years, yeah.
You've tried other social strategies. Maybe you're doing those reels every single day, or you're on TikTok, right? Kind of checking out what the heck do I do on TikTok, or you're sending your email list and you're hearing crickets. You've got a few impressions, oh, cool. I got that reel with 500 views.
Yeah. I mean, these things happen all the time. I mean, using social media, it's not like just like, oh, out of the gate, you're going to be able to have success being able to go through. And a lot of times, a lot of the social strategies that people teach, they sound great, but you actually don't see the results on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Right?
And we know that a bunch of impressions is nice. It feels good. And we know even having a lot of followers feels good. And you need that brand awareness. Listen, that's how we drive people through the marketing funnel. But if you're not getting any opportunities, why are you doing it? Josh and I run a business. We run a business. We are here to humanize marketing online. And the reason why we're marketing is to create opportunities. So we want to use strategies that work.
All right. Let me see in the comments, y'all. I mean, who wants more views or who actually wants more clients, right? More opportunity coming your way, right? I'd love to be able to see what you guys are looking for. Clients. That's it, right, Brenda? I mean, that's what we want. That's what we're doing this for, right? To be able to have those opportunities. I have to believe everyone here is not just trying to be an influencer, right? You're trying to actually create opportunity for yourself and for your company.
Exactly.
Eric, show me the money. I like it, brother. Good to see you on here.
The thing is you have to create content and you have to drive people through the funnel. There's a process that goes in before you can create those opportunities. Our client, Tony Tavares, who's actually a world bodybuilder and
was the strongest man in the world.
Strongest man in the world, is this executive chairman of an organization that's actually in the roofing industry. And he has such a wealth of experience. He came to us saying, I really want to build my visibility and I'm not seen as the leader that I want. So he came to us and literally what we did was come up with a content strategy, a content plan that really spoke to his strengths, his expertise, and started to lean into that with a brand that felt really authentic. And not even kidding, within a month, he was able to drive 1.5 million views. And guess what that meant? What that meant on LinkedIn with 1.5 million views is that his profile was being 100% more visible. And when you're seen more, you get more opportunities. That happens through the messaging.
Yeah, I mean, I want you all to be able to see too. It's not just about the views. If you guys look into there, I mean, like, look at how many comments, look how many engagements. We're going to teach you how to be able to leverage every time someone likes or comments on your post. So you're not getting to this cold email, cold opportunity, and you're taking the opportunity with these warm leads that happen every single day by using and leveraging what you're doing with your content.
Exactly. We also have our client, Maurice Hamilton, who is a veteran entrepreneur, but also he worked inside the IT and services, big companies, and then started his own business. And he came to us, he's a cybersecurity, AI, so deep technical experience. And we recrafted his brand. We did it in a way that felt really authentic to his skills, but also his passions around, being an entrepreneur. This post went so gangbusters, nearly 3 million views.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
This is something that really was investing a lot in LinkedIn, actually, remember?
I mean, we're not talking about, Gary Vee or Tony Robbins or Ariana Huffington that have these massive audiences. I mean, I'm pretty sure when Maurice started this, he had less than a couple thousand, connections, right? And followers on LinkedIn. And we were able to go through by really understanding who he speaks to, how he speaks, and be able to really draw that human element out. These are the opportunities that are on LinkedIn for every single person here.
So when you do LinkedIn with our process and you focus on you and you go all in, this is literally just the tip. This is just where it can start for you. And
I mean, that's right there. We've got almost 40,000 people engaged through our process, and we teach the engagement engine. Look, y'all, that's 40,000 opportunities from one post that can create clients and new relationships and open up a world of
opens up a
possibility.
door for a conversation.
Yeah.
And that's pretty amazing. Okay. What about this? Tell us if this sounds familiar for you.
I mean, look, I've paid a lot of people a lot of money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've done almost $1 billion in advertising over my 20 years. But I mean, I'm not the best at everything. I'm not going to sit here and I know every aspect of everything. And I paid a lot of people to be able to fix what's going on with the strategy. You know what? I've lost a lot of money. And I guarantee you I'm not alone. I have to believe every single person here, right? Like who here, raise a hands, right? Like who here has spent money on a social strategy and actually didn't see any results?
Yeah. And you keep, yeah. And we hear this a lot, right? People that come to us and they're investing in a lot of different ways, whether it's a coach or an agency or a different program, and they're just not seeing results. So, yeah, I mean, we feel you. We feel you. The truth is that it's the only platform, the only trusted platform out there where there's business decision makers, aka people that can pay you
Have the disposable
and they have money at least $100,000. I mean, you tell me, where do you want to hang out and spend your precious time, energy, and effort? A place where there's people that can actually contribute to your business in some way and pay you, or the place where people have no money? Like, I hate to say it, a lot about Instagram and TikTok.
My kids love all the shorts across everything, but I'm telling you right now, I'm not buying half the things they're asking for. So, this is that opportunity, right? I mean, my kids aren't on LinkedIn. I assume y'all's aren't either, depending on their age. But I mean, this is the whole thing. All of us are on here. These are the opportunities that we're kind of going through. And I mean, visibility continues to be able to go up, right? I mean, like what we're seeing right now.
So what happens when you actually put yourself on LinkedIn in front of the right kind of professionals, you're going to see you show up 4x. Like this is a real example from a client in a short amount of time with working with them. I mean, look, they started out maybe 15, 20 people viewing their profile, seeing 4 times growth within a short amount of time by doing the steps that we talk about in our program, in our process with our standout authority experience, and what we're going to talk to you about today. You cannot attract a 6-figure client and convert them without being seen. If you know how marketing works, you must build awareness and be seen first before you can convert. Okay. The truth is that any person can make money off of LinkedIn. There's nearly 1 billion people on the platform if you're using it the right way. As with any tool, right? As with any tool or platform, you can create opportunity.
Yeah.
If you use the right process.
I mean, if you think you're going to go in, spam 1,000 people, hoping to get the one sale, yeah, you might get the one sale, but guess what, y'all? You're going to piss off 999 people. That's not the way to be able to do it, right? There's a better way to be able to do these things. And that's the whole piece, right? That's what we're talking about today.
So what does the right way look like? Well, just an example, here's Jessica Wyndham. She actually has been a COO. She's been in the logistics and supply chain arena for nearly 2 decades and just took her, big steps into being a business owner. And she joined us with our standout authority experience. And she came to us and she said, I don't have a clear business value proposition. I don't really know what my offer is, what my message, and nobody knows me online. So I really have to build my network to get clients at bigger companies. She's looking for bigger companies. We helped her develop a brand value proposition, her voice, what does her audience look like? And she began posting on LinkedIn and doing outreach, right? Beginning outreach, really strategic outreach. And within a month, 5 new potential clients and her social selling index score increasing 25%. A lot of you probably don't know what that is yet, but it is a key metric on LinkedIn to show how successful are you at building your brand, connecting with people, and driving opportunities.
Doing the things that LinkedIn wants you to be able to do. You got to play with the house, y'all. You can't just be going out and doing your own thing. And this is what we're talking about.
Yes.
So again, what are we talking about, right? Like ultimately, you don't have to be able to go it on your own, right? Like most of us have. We've done it before. We've tried to be able to go it, but this is what we're trying to be able to show you as we can be able to help you be able to jump from A to Z in a much faster because we've already done it. We've been doing it not only for ourselves, but our clients as well. And that's what we want to be able to show you all today because this is what everyone needs to understand.
So we're busting some myths and we're going to help you get to where you need to go. Okay. So they came here to master some of LinkedIn.
They're like, okay,
with some hot tips. We're going to talk about the human algorithm. you don't know what that is, what we believe it is, we're going to talk about LinkedIn, and then we're going to tell you how to attract those six-figure clients organically. We're also going to talk about our Standout Authority experience, where we know you can take action and get the results that matter to you. So
let's jump into it, right?
Hang with us, everybody.
The human algorithm. I mean, like, I get it. Everyone here, you probably heard about the LinkedIn algorithm, Facebook, the Twitter, the TikTok, whatever it might be, right? I mean, we're always chasing that algorithm. We're looking for the next hack, the next trick. And then once we get that, we've got to find the next hack, the next trick. I mean, these things continue to be able to go on because that's all they are, right? There are many shortcuts in the algorithm changes. The human algorithm is one of those things that I want y'all to be able to understand. Like, it just evolves over time. It doesn't change, right? Once you actually get that, it doesn't matter what platform you are, you can actually be able to connect with these people. But it starts with one thing. It starts with really understanding, why do people post online, right? Like, that's the biggest question we all ask. Like, if I asked y'all right now, everyone kind of going in here, why do we all post online, right? What's your reason for posting online, right? Do you post to get clients, to be able to build awareness, for advocacy, for brand? You know, a lot of people kind of go through here, and there's lots of these different ways that people say, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, after 20 years of being in the online social media business, there's something before that, something more visible, right? That we all do first and foremost before all those other things, right? We're all looking for those little hits of dopamine we all get when someone likes or comments on our post, right? We put the post out there. Are we going to get validated? What's going on? We get that first like, and then all of a sudden, we breathe, right? So once we actually understand that, being able to go through, now we can actually take the next steps. And there's ways to be able to do that we use on LinkedIn to become those dopamine dealers, right? To be able to actually draw those audiences in and to be able to get their attention. Because what we're looking at, right, the human condition of being online is this. Post, like, comment, share. Post, like, comment, share. Post, like. You've all been conditioned over the last 20 years. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you, when my mom watched The Social Dilemma and learned all this stuff on Netflix a couple years ago, she was like, I can't believe they're doing this to us. But it is. This is what the patterns we're in. And we know as marketers, we got to create stop gaps in someone's pattern. And so that's what we're looking to be able to do. How do we become those dopamine dealers, right? We've got to be able to get in front of that audience. And that's what we're talking about, right? Like, how do we actually not do cold outreach, right? We all hate cold calling, cold email. But how do we actually engage with people and create those stop gaps to be able to bring someone along, right? To be able to actually get their attention. And that's what we're talking about, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we have to move from this idea of selling people, right? It's not that it's a bad thing to be selling, but the mindset behind it and the way we treat people is the problem. We want to move to more value-based dialogue. We want to start connecting with people, create human conversations to bring our authentic selves. What that means is that we're moving from this idea of, what can I sell? I just care about your money. Take out your pocket, right? Those are all those messages of the Hey Rachel B. Those are the 5 freaking emails I get every day of somebody who scraped my email address and is badgering me.
Oh my God.
Whoever you are, stop.
It gets crazy. Like,
so tired of that.
There, but then it's like, we get the text, they scrape our email, they scrape our text.
Oh my God.
Like, come on.
We're done with that. We're done with that. We want to move to this idea of, how can I support you? How can I support you? When we come from this idea that we just want to support people, which is what Josh and I want to do with you here today, and give you some information, whatever we can give, we do. We're showing that we care about your business, and in showing that we care, the opportunities will come. That's what always happens. So for us, and listen, I've done B2B, that's Microsoft Gartner. I've done B2C, worked with biggest brands out there like Axe. We don't think that there's B2B or B2C, only H to H, human to human connections. When we think about real people, when we think about the simple things in life, like creating good conversations, being a real, genuine person, that is how we stand out. That is how we create opportunity. Let's just check in. The thought here, human algorithm, is all about building relationships that drive opportunities. It's not about selling people,
right?
Getting out of that mindset of being spammy and salesy and creating opportunities. That's what the human algorithm is about. Who is ready to master LinkedIn?
Let's jump in, Ray. Let's go into why LinkedIn.
Okay, we actually don't even have enough time to go through all of the information we have on why LinkedIn. We want to show you some of the big key things that you have to keep in mind, especially for you that have been saying, I haven't been on this platform for a while. I've been kind of ghosting on social media.
I mean, people are always on LinkedIn, but they're not actually using LinkedIn. And I mean, I think there's a big myth on that.
I think both.
Yeah.
I think both, because I mean, I was talking, I won't name names, but I was working with a big organization yesterday, big. And the leader of that organization legitimately asked, are people still on LinkedIn? And I'm talking about an organization that's hundreds of thousands. I mean, huge impact.
I mean,
So I was like, I texted Josh, I said, holy shit, like we got work to do, because LinkedIn is the only place to reach business decision makers. We mentioned that there's nearly 1 billion people. What's really fascinating about this is that this growth. So when I first started working with LinkedIn at Microsoft, when the acquisition happened in early 2017, at that time, it was barely half a billion, about 500 million. So this has been massive growth. You know, people always talk about Facebook having 2 billion plus users. Nobody's really talking about how many users and people are. And remember, this is members of the workforce.
This is the platform.
This isn't kids.
This is a platform, y'all, that's been around for 20 years. They said their 20-year anniversary. There's no other social media platform that's been running this long.
And the other piece is the SEO value. We can't underscore how important LinkedIn is for your organic marketing. Everything you do on LinkedIn, having a rock star profile, creating content, articles, newsletters, is indexed on Google. That is free marketing for you.
Highly indexed.
You are getting double, triple exposure when you are creating on LinkedIn.
Ray, don't stop there. Because I mean, like, look, y'all, this is one of the biggest facts that I think that most people miss out on when I talk to them on my webinars. Like, it's not just being found on LinkedIn. You're getting found on Google, where we all want to be found. And then now with Microsoft's recent, really buy-in to OpenAI, right? They invested almost $14 billion into OpenAI. You don't know what that is, ChatGPT. Guess what, y'all? I'm telling you, not only are they getting indexed now on LinkedIn and on Google, now they're doing it better than anyone, better than Elon, who was doing it on Twitter already. LinkedIn is the place that OpenAI and Microsoft are leveraging for the next level, for the next world-changing piece, which is the AI aspect.
Let's talk about the 4-step process to attract 6-figure clients organically on LinkedIn. Who's ready? Now listen, take some notes, because we're going to cover as much as we can. All right, cool. First things first, you need to rock your LinkedIn profile. Everyone does this part last. They think that their personal brand is actually the least important thing. It is the first and foremost, most important thing that you need to do. You need to have a rock star LinkedIn profile. In our Standout Authority experience, we go in detail how to build your brand, your message, your voice, to think about who is your audience, to go through each of these steps. And then we support you in actually creating that profile. Today, in this short 1 hour, we cannot do that. But we want you to know is that there are multiple pieces from the photos to your headline, to your feature and experience, to the skills, the recommendations, the URL, your creator mode, all of it. And it's not something you're going to do in just 5 minutes. This is an ongoing expression of who you are. It is the fuel to LinkedIn and the algorithm and how you'll show up on SEO. You must start here.
Well, it's the tip of the funnel too, right? If you do this right, this does all the selling for you. Like, this is where people are going to be able to see if they want to be able to work with you, right? They're going to leverage your content, which I'm about to jump into. But if you start creating compelling content without having that profile built first, guess what, y'all? You're sending them to a page and you just wasted that energy, right? You created content, they went to your profile that didn't go anywhere, right? So when we're talking about creating content, most people kind of hear—
Step 2, create compelling content.
Yeah, but I mean, like, everyone, I hear 80-20. We got an 80-20 level of content. Like, that's not what we look at over at Standout Authority, right? Like, we're looking at when we're creating content, it's the 10-20-70 method of content creation, right? It starts with personal content, right? 10% of your content needs to be personal, human to human, right? We talked about that, but it's not Facebook. I don't need to know when your kids are going to school, AKA mine just started this week. Rachel's very happy. You forget how much we appreciate teachers these days, but at the same time too, right? Like, you've got to be able to have that connection. You got to take them from the door to someone just hanging on the couch, being able to go through. So you need that level of human connection, right? Knowing that I have kids. So they go, oh my God, Josh has kids? Me too, right? Next, the company content, right? This is the thing that I think most people miss on LinkedIn. They're always talking about themselves, their company, on what they can do for you. We're all sick of it, right? No one wants to be able to go in there. We don't want to be that guy in the room, right? Like, oh, There's Josh and Rachel. Those two never shut up about LinkedIn. Avoid, 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 right? We don't want to be those people in the room. So we only do it 20% of the time. When you talk about your company, I don't care what you can do for me. Use stories to tell me what you've done for somebody else, right? That's so important actually going through this. And the last piece of it, add value, value-driven industry experience. Some of the biggest things that you need to be able to go through is really make sure that you're being the expert in your industry and educating your audience on what they need to be able to do. Because guess what, y'all? If you educate them enough to make sure they know they have a problem, even if you give them everything, the keys to the castle, 9 times out of 10, they're going to go to you and say, man, I don't have time for this. Can you do it for me? Right? That's what we're talking about. We want you to be able to understand that they can't be you without you. And that's what LinkedIn's looking for, right?
We want you to be a thought leader with influence.
We want your page to be a destination website that people go every single day. To be able to go, I better check in with Josh or Rachel, whoever it might be, because they're adding value and educating me every single day.
The other piece, along with creating content, is the algorithm. And there's actually been a lot of conversation around the algorithmic changes, which are always happening on LinkedIn, straight from the mouths of Dan Roth, the editor-in-chief, and actually the editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine. There are 2 key things that you need to think about with the LinkedIn algorithm. 1, if you're posting, it's more likely that your followers will see your post. Number 2, posts that share knowledge and advice are now prioritized.
That's 70%.
Josh and I couldn't be more thrilled because guess what? We've been preaching this with Standout Authority and our Standout Authority experience for years. What does it mean? 1,
Post as a sync audience, right? Like they want to
talks
make
to
sure
somebody.
you're really talking to the people that you represent and that you can actually back up.
2, you're writing in your core subject area. I am an expert in branding, marketing, social media. Josh, entrepreneurship, also marketing. We are not going to be talking about healthcare. We're not going to be talking about big changes in IT, right? Even when Josh talks about AI, he does it in the sphere of marketing, right? This is super, super important that you're writing in your core subject
And
area.
it goes back to your profile, making sure that it's
Your
actually
personal
accurate,
brand.
because they're going to match up your content and your profile to be able to make sure it actually gels.
Exactly. The post has meaningful comments, so no more of those. Thanks.
Good job.
Great post. Your job is to actually write a few sentences of what you learned, maybe ask a question and create those conversations in the comments. The more that happens, the more your posts are going to be seen.
Yeah. I mean,
Last but not least,
the post has perspective, right? Remember, human beings, as human beings, we make decisions based on some degree of love or hate. We do not make decisions based on being indifferent to something. So if you're creating content that's bland and boring and doesn't have your own perspective in it, you're not only wasting your time, you're wasting the reader's time, right? So you have to be able to add your own perspective because, again, that's how we make decisions as human beings.
all right. Number 3, connect and engage with your audience. This is so important. We want you to be talking to people, liking and commenting on several posts every single day.
It's not just about creating content, you know, you got to be able to engage. You got to be able to draw your audience in. You've got to give to receive. We've all heard these things, right? And these are those pieces that I want everyone to kind of think about, right? How much time are you taking to actually engage with your ideal audience? Or are you just expecting them to find with you, right?
And you always say, engage with people that engage with you, right? So make sure if somebody's commenting, you're commenting back. If somebody really enjoyed your post, go connect them. Go connect with them with a personalized invite, right? This was me sending actually a personalized invite to Gary Vee because we actually met him in person, went to an event for our client, EPX, and
Spoke on stage with them.
well, yeah, please do not send invites to people without a personalized invite.
I mean, look, y'all, I say this and I'll say it again. If you got kids, you'll recognize it. Stop playing Pokemon on LinkedIn. Stop trying to catch them all. This is why your feed sucks. This is why you get pitched all the time.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? We want to make sure that we are actually connecting with people that we can actually have a real conversation with, build a relationship with, right? Create opportunity.
Exactly. And that will be so supportive in how you show up. Whew. Step 4.
Here's the last piece. This is the biggest thing. This is our engagement. This is what we do every single day. And I mean, I'm going to be honest, y'all, these are just the things that my mother taught me how to be able to do growing up and how to treat other people, right? We're just doing it online. I mean, we're not talking about rocket science here. It's being able to build relationships and follow up. And that's what everyone's looking for. They're sick of the whole, hey, you wear shirts? Me too. Let's connect, right? And then you get pitched 2 seconds later. None of us want that kind of thing. So how do we actually start doing them? What we do here at Standout Authority, right? We post, right? Clear, consistent content. The 10, 20, 70 rule, which you talked about earlier. You've got to be able to do that often, right? And being able to do it on a regular basis. On LinkedIn, we try to look at minimum 3 times a week. Next, right? I told you, we all hate cold call and cold email. We all get that phone call when hello, 2 seconds, like, oh, no, they're about to pitch us, right? We're about to get a canned spam, so to speak, right? So we've got to appreciate, right? The opportunities that you have on your content, engage. I mentioned in the beginning with those millions of views that we show with our clients, all those likes and comments are fuel. They're opportunity for relationships and conversation, reaching out to those people to appreciate, right? These are the things they take for granted in that human algorithm, like, comment, share, post. If I reach out and say, hey, Rachel, I noticed you like my post, or I noticed you will comment on my post. I just want to reach out and say thank you, right? Too often we forget to appreciate this. Love to find out what pushed you to engage on my content, right? That's a much better way to be able to start a conversation, build a relationship. That's what we're using to be able to appreciate with that opening message of connection. Now they've connected. What do most people do, right? As soon as you connect, we get that all ugly pitch, right? Hey, you want to take 15 minutes with me, buy my product or service, blah, blah, blah. No, my mom taught me better than that. When I meet people in public, one of the biggest things we do is give a compliment, right? Like, oh my God, cool hat, love your dog, rad car, whatever it might be, right? We say nice things. And the rule in our house for our kids, the first number one rule is it's nice to be nice. On LinkedIn, to be able to do that, it's giving an endorsement, being able to go through and endorse someone once they connect, to be able to just give them a nice endorsement, endorse them for marketing, because LinkedIn then does a job for you. They say, hey, Josh has endorsed you for marketing. Do you want to say thank you, right? They get that message from LinkedIn. They're doing that. It's easy for them to hit that button. The conversation shifts, right? Now they're going back and saying, hey, Rachel, just want to say thank you for endorsing me for marketing. Now you've got the opportunity to be able to go in, right? Now we can ask a qualifying question about them. Hey, no problem. Happy to do it. Quick question while I have you, right? Asking that question allows you to be able to understand where you're at. Each one of these are dopamine hits, making it about them the entire time, not heightening them, but putting them in a level of serenity, right? Being able to build that relationship and conversation. And that's what, at least being able to go in, once they've answered that question, now we can add value, right? Being able to go in and being able to really influence them on a way that is relatable to them. We do this all the time. And I'm telling you, the engagement engine works, right, Rain?
It does. When you go through this process, you see results. Jessica, from our Standout Authority experience, started to do the process. We worked with her on the messaging funnel, which is what you'll be able to get access to, is support on that as well. And literally within a day, she was having a conversation with the director of logistics at a major corporation. Remember, she had just started her new company. So this is a big deal to attract six-figure clients and get those opportunities organically within days. There's absolutely no other way to do that other than networking in person. That's it. So this is what
in 7 days.
This is what can be created when you follow the 4-step process. Rock that profile, create compelling content, connect and engage with your audience. You have to be active every single day, and you have to start building those relationships and building them in a way that's authentic. That is as if you're meeting people in real life. You're not going to pitch somebody in real life. You're not going to try to take information from somebody, ask for something without first building that relationship. And
if you do, I'm probably going to walk away.
Yeah, you're probably going to walk away,
Okay,
right?
dude. Yeah.
So what happens if they actually take action? They do these steps, right?
I mean, look.
What would happen if, you're thinking, whoo, yeah, time to dust off. I got a lot of work to do. You might be feeling that. You might be feeling like, okay, this makes sense, but I don't have the time. I don't have the money, Rachel. I don't have the effort. This seems easy enough, but I don't know. And you're just like, I definitely don't have the spirit to do this by myself. Well, we're here for you, right? We can take an interest in your business and we can show you a path forward. How's that sound? To feel supported, to feel like there's a process that is proven to get you where you want to go.
I mean, this is what it's all about, y'all. After 20 years, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't be where I am today without actually having the right guides, the right mentors to be able to actually take us to that next level. And it would have taken me probably not just 20 years, probably 40. And hell, I'm going to be honest, another 20, I hope I'm retired.
So if that sounds good, if it sounds good to get support from us, Standout Authority, your Belief family, and learn how to do this, let's keep going. Okay. Talia is a communication expert. She is amazing. She joined our Standout Authority experience. She is probably our number one advocate right now. She actually came to us because she hadn't any visibility online, and her TEDx talk just came out, an amazing TEDx talk, but what's the point of you going on podcasts, having a podcast, going on TEDx talks if you do nothing with it, right? we did this process with her. These 4 steps essentially are what the Standout Authority experience is all about. We work directly with her using all of the resources, templates that we have. And she is seeing over 50% growth in her followers, 300% increase in engagements, and clients are coming in. That is what's possible for you. She said, I'm so grateful to be a part of the family. I just talked to her yesterday. Actually, it's true. She is part of our family because that's what we create.
And she went through our Standout Authority experience that was live, right? We just finished our first cohort, being able to go through that. And honestly, it's one of the best programs we've ever built.
So today, what we're talking about is the on-demand version you can get right now. This is the best program for entrepreneurs to build a rock solid LinkedIn strategy to attract those 6-figure clients without you having to do that gross, spammy, salesy thing, and without you wasting a ton of time and effort. And actually, I see some people who went through the experience here today. So thank you so much for joining us. I see you in the audience. What's it all about, Josh?
I mean, look, it's about being able to understand your authority, right? Not just being an expert in your business, but actually being an authority, being able to go through and attract the qualified clients, right? Not being able to go through and having to look for them, right? We want to be able to show you how we're not only just doing that, but how we're actually leveraging AI and giving you the templates and the engagement that actually builds those followers and then converts that into the audience that you're looking for through our engagement engine.
So you're going to be able to attract your ideal audience by having a rockstar brand message. Then you're going to be able to engage with those people through content and content that you can generate using AI. Our team is very much using AI, and we have templates and videos that teach you how to do it today. And then the conversion, right? How do you actually convert those followers and those people into opportunities? Whew. Let us tell you like a little bit of a secret here. This isn't a revolutionary process because you could figure it out on your own. Yeah. It only took us 2+ years and literally hundreds of hours from Josh and I, plus our entire team. So you could,
if you got the time,
if you do that, you can figure it out. We have faith in your capabilities, but we have a proven system that gets results. Why not use that? Why not have support along the way? You with us?
So this program, right? It's for you. We talked about this already, right? It's for entrepreneurs, right? Being able to find that opportunity. It's for business owners, right? Being able to go through. It's honestly for everyone like Rachel that knew she had a brand, but just didn't really understand how to be able to actually get in front of the right audience.
If you came today and you're using Facebook ads, you're feeling super salesy, you're on other platforms, really seeing no results. A lot of people come to us and say, I'm not getting referrals anymore. Things have changed a lot since COVID. And most importantly, back to that sort of imposter syndrome feeling, people really knowing I'm a freaking ambitious badass. I know I felt this way. And I want to be there. I want to be out in the world for people to see me, to hear me, for me to be known for what I'm truly amazing at and get opportunities. If you feel like any of those feelings, the Standout Authority experience is for you.
I mean, this is the exact process I've used with some of my top clients, from John C. Maxwell to Dan Sullivan, Joe Polish to VPs at Microsoft. This is the exact process we use with them every single day.
Exactly. You could take Chris's advice, please. Another example of one of our Standout Authority experience members, somebody who came to us and wanted content engagement, actually already had a decent following, just really not seeing opportunities on LinkedIn, went through this process that we're talking to you about, and he already is seeing 100% increase in engagements, and he had 3 new call bookings from really just doing some of the pieces that we've laid out and going through our program.
So what do they
That's worth something. Okay, what do you get? On-demand trainings, 10+ different videos. You are getting all of the templates, all of the guidance, all of the resources ready for you to download and use so that you don't have to worry about anything. You follow the process, you follow the way in which we lay out content. We have social templates for you. We have banners, samples for you, all of that done for you, ready to go. You're going to have the exact process. You go through our modules, you go through the 3 steps as we instruct, and the way we instruct, you are going to land those 5 and 6 figure deals.
And we built this for our team, y'all. So, I mean, I want you to understand, like I told you in the beginning, Rachel's due in October, right? With my new little girl. So Like we built this process for our team first, and we're like, wait a minute, why are we holding on to this? Let's make sure we get it out to everyone else.
And what's really cool is that you have access to us in our private group. So our group is on Discord. Some people here today are already part of it. There's a private channel, and in that you have access to me and Josh. So actually, as you're going through, you get to ask us questions about your headline, about your about section, about your messaging funnel. You're going to be able to actually ask questions and get that support through the community, which is a really big deal.
I mean, it's real value. I mean, like almost $30,000, y'all, of what we're actually being able to put in this that our elite clients pay for every single day.
Exactly. And we also included 3 bonuses because we know that there's additional support that you need to really stand out on LinkedIn and attract those clients. One of them is around rocking your company profile on your page. Absolutely, you need to have a company page if you're a business owner. We give you detailed instructions and guidance on how to do that and even how to start posting. We have a amazing guide on how to speak on more podcasts, which a lot of people come to us and say, I want more visibility. I want to speak on more podcasts. We have templates on how to pitch yourself and a specific messaging sequence secret that we use on LinkedIn that has landed each of us dozens of podcasts.
I have to turn this off because too often we get too many podcast opportunities and I just don't have time for it. So, I mean, that's how well this actually works. And then I use it on myself, for Rachel, and for all our clients.
And I know people are starting to jump. So Stephanie, please put the link in the comment in case you want to check it out as we're going along this. And this entire program is valued at $33,000, $245. It is robust. This lady boss, this Standout Authority team spent hours putting this together so that you don't have to do it.
I'd say thousands of hours.
I would say that too, right? I would say that too. Really, really perfecting this process to make it as simple for you to have success. You go through it, you could see success within days, within weeks. And you know, the big thing that makes us different.
We had someone ask, what was our SOP, right? I mean, this is it. This is what makes us different.
Our USP.
Well, that's right.
SOP.
Wow. I mean,
Look, you know, the thing with Josh and I, we're on a mission to humanize marketing online, period. We need more people to be doing marketing and representing themselves authentically the way in which we do this. We teach what we do. There is nothing in this that Josh and I don't personally do, and we don't personally do for Standout Authority and our clients. That is not something you see very often. Most people are lots of talk, and when you go inside, they ain't doing anything of what they're preaching.
Or if they did it, it was like a year or two ago, and now they're trying to sell it because it doesn't work anymore.
We don't spam. We don't use ad spend. And we're 100
advertising y'all the entire time we use LinkedIn.
And we're 100% us just to keep us going. You're not going to have to worry about that fatigue with content. You're not going to have to worry about people understanding what the heck you do. You're not going to lose any more money on marketing, and you're not going to lose time on content for everything. Okay. This is $19.97 today. It's valued at, again, over $33,000. You're going to get all of these pieces. You can hop in immediately today, start your prep work, jump into the community, and start working with us. Okay.
One of the biggest things, right, that you're going to be able to see is your profile visibility, right? People are going to come to you within the first 4 weeks. We're going to see content that's actually really feeling authentic and engaging, right? We're getting dozens of new connections and followers and really creating conversations that matter. And this is the biggest thing, right? Conversations lead to relationships. Relationships open up opportunities. And this is what it's all about, y'all.
Amazing.
But what happens if they get stuck, right?
We have our team. We are here for you. Josh and I are inside of the group. We are looking, our team is monitoring the group, and we have a process. If you stick to the process, most of the time your questions are going to start to get answered. So again, available right now. You can hop in for $1,997. We really, really hope that you will join us in the Standout Authority experience.
And never have to spend $1 on advertising to actually get results on a platform that has organic reach out the wazoo.
And we know we're coming in here at the top. We're a little bit over. Just one more thing we wanted to say is at the beginning of this conversation, we said, hey, what's getting in the way of you getting those clients? It's knowledge and action. We've given you the knowledge. We've given you a way to take action. Okay. We have a 30-day money back guarantee. If for any reason, as you go through this, you hate it, you're not getting the results that you like, we will give you that $19.97 back.
So
it's never happened.
Yeah.
But hey, if that happens for you, we will give you that money back. So with that, again, please join us. Links are in the chat. Links are available for you. And we really, really hope to see you in the Standout Authority experience.
Be part of our family.
Yes. So with that concludes our webinar. We're going to
Let everyone
come off.
Yeah.
We're going to answer some questions that might have come in. We know we're a little over, but Josh and I.
Time you want to stay in, ask some questions, come off mic, raise your hand. We're here to be able to answer anything that you guys have going on. So anyone have any questions on, what we shared about today, some of the opportunities, feel free to raise your hand and we're happy to be able to take time out to answer any of your questions.